Today has been a podcast that Ashley and I have waited a really long time for, and it's because we were so confused, to be honest, on what to get. We're talking about the best water filter and chemicals in your water. And I don't know if you feel this way, Ashley. Well, actually, I do know how you feel because we're sisters. We're sisters. I know how you feel. I don't even know why I said that. It's because there were so many on the market. I was like, this one does reverse osmosis. This one does blah, blah, blah. I didn't know where to go, what to find.
You can drink this one out of a straw in the river. That was the latest one I saw. I was like,
wait,
ooh.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Oh, I thought you just made that up. No.
And then there's charcoal sticks. And then there's just the normal filters that you see. And
that's what I've been doing, though, to get me by. I've been using charcoal sticks because to wait for it. And I am so lazy that I'm just not going to just do a water filter pitcher and then keep doing it. And then plus my water filter pitcher, I'd have to clean out.
That's what I had the problem with. I had to clean it and disinfect it. And then I started thinking, I don't know, it's been sitting there and
yes, it's been sitting there.
But then I wanted the water filter system for my house, but it's thousands, plural, thousands of dollars.
Yeah, a good goal down the road. But right now, we're going to do this. We're going to start our episode like we've been doing through the end of the year with healthy swaps. We want to make little small changes that can make a big difference in your life. So Ashley, I know you're doing this week's healthy swap. Listen to our past episodes for our past swaps. They're just small swaps that you can do weekly.
And I like this healthy swap because it goes along with clean water. Replace your tea bags with real tea. And I want you, and so what does that mean? That means the loose leaf kind. I know tea bags are really convenient and it's just easy to, grab and go, but I want you to realize that the tea bags that are already made up for you, those are all the leftover trimmings that they have swept up from the floor. So get the real leaf.
What do you mean by that? Like swept up from the floor.
So they'll make the loose leaf teas. If you get like a true tea, it's got the loose leaf teas. That's what it's called. And my favorite brand online, before I forget, is Mountain Rose Herbs. Or if you want to go in person, I also like to do this too at your local health food store. You can go to Whole Foods, Earth Fare, Gardeners, whatever. But they'll take the loose leaf teas and they'll use that and bag those and do all that stuff. And then the leftover trimmings that they're using to create their other products, that's what they put in the tea bags, the leftover trimmings. So if you look in a chamomile, like if you look at like a loose leaf tea, like if you get a bag of chamomile, you'll see the whole flower, the whole chamomile flower. But if you get one that's already in like the, sleepy time tea or whatever it is that you get at your grocery store, you don't see the whole flower. You just see like the little clippings.
I know. I'm just saying that little bear, he makes you get that box.
I know.
Sleepy time with his little nightcap. He reminds me of like Winnie the Pooh.
Of course.
Going to bed, getting all snuggly.
It's marketing.
I do find it's fun to go to, we have a store called Gardener, so you can go to your local health store. It's a fun store that you go in. It's fun to look at all the loose leaf teas.
Oh gosh, it's fun.
And then get your bag and scoop it in there. I enjoy that. Do you like that? It's this experience.
I love that. And then I also I have to say, I love Mountain Rose Herbs because they have combinations that they create. So for instance, right now, what I'm doing is I'm drinking something called the Nighty Night Tea. And so I do that about an hour before I go to bed, and it's got chamomile, it's got valerian root, whatever. It calms me down and it literally makes me so sleepy.
We need to create a beauty tea.
And it's I think it's got hibiscus, and it's really rich in colors. And I'll put that in a cute little mug. I'm always on the hunt for cute little mugs. And then get, a fun tea strainer. And that's a nice nighttime routine.
We need to create a beauty tea.
Oh, I love that idea.
Nighttime beauty tea.
Yeah, I want it to make me go to sleep, but also is good for the skin. I want it to do two things.
Yeah, digestive benefits with that. Did you put the Mountain Rose Herbs? I'm not familiar with the brand, so I'm going to ask you. Did you put it in our shop?
I did not, so thank you for reminding me about that, because we had a conversation last time about how people will talk about the products they love and then they won't put them in the show notes. And I'm that person.
Slacker.
I'm making myself a note.
Instead of having to search and peck everywhere, we just have a tab that we created specifically called Healthy Swaps inside our store. So just go to lindsayholder.com, go to the shop section, and then you'll go to the tab that says Healthy Swaps. So every week we have our swaps there. So then you can physically see what we're talking about. And Ashley, I think you put some fun mugs that came. So if you go to Healthy Swaps, there is, I think this one's really pretty. It's a glass mug and stainless steel strainer set. Ooh, it's just so easy.
The Bodum Yo-Yo. That looks pretty.
Yeah, that one's really pretty. There's also a teapot with infuser that we have in there. There's a glass one with infuser. Great. By the way, I think this should definitely make our Christmas list. I'm just thinking ahead.
Right.
Because that's a really nice gift. Oh, and then give them that with a side of loose leaf tea. Wouldn't that be a nice presentation?
That would be really thoughtful. I love that.
Or the stainless steel tea infuser with the loose leaf tea.
I like that a lot.
Everything's there. What we've talked about in the past, even my favorite, Ashley found this. Oh, the Alive. I had it delivered last night from Target. The Alive Ancient Mushroom Elixir. Oh gosh. So anyway, I'm getting on a tangent, and it is there. So tune in next week. I'll be telling you what my healthy swap is. I've already got it ready. It's already ready. So if you go to our shop, you may find out which one I'm talking about. It is already in our shop, ready to go. So let's talk again about water filters.
All right. So let's talk about the process of filtering water. And this is going to surprise you. Why chemicals are good for your water, but they're not good for you to drink. Ha. That's the cliffhanger.
It really is.
I know. I had a ball writing this podcast. I can't even tell you how excited I was. Anyways, do you know what is in your tap water?
I just want to interject. It was so annoying. We were waiting to purchase this. We're working with this brand, and Ashley annoyed the crap out of me to get this filtering system. Have you heard from them yet? Have you emailed them? Have you blah, 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 blah? I was like, oh, and I'm a very patient, like, I'm getting around to it. And Ashley's you think I'd be because I'm the entrepreneur, but I also have an entrepreneur cap on, but I'm a waiting entrepreneur. Like I think about it. I'm like, oh, let me think and I'll get back to you. Let me do an outline. And Ashley's like, is it not being delivered today? Let's go. Like when we got this filter system, this is the difference. You had your husband install it that day.
Oh, yeah.
That day. Like boxes here. Ryan,
get to it.
Like I want to drink it in 15 minutes. Like,
yeah,
oh my, like now, like you are not waiting. And I have to plan for it, figure out a good time. Anyway, so this podcast, Ashley probably wrote it in like 2 seconds, but woo!
By the way, I probably annoyed the company as well because I gave them feedback. I said, I'm doing this and this. And I know they're like this. Oh my God, ladies. Wow. Okay. We got a super fan.
Who are we dealing with? All right. I just want to tell you that this episode came with, oh my gosh, a headache also.
Drink some water while I talk, sis.
Yeah.
Haha.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to go back. So do you know what is in your tap water? Well, I looked it up and I put the link in the show notes where you can look up in your state so you can figure out what's in your tap water as well. And I also put some water resources for you in the show notes as well so that you can do your own research for water in your area if you are curious and really want to explore more. So for example, and again, this is in the show notes, you don't have to memorize it, but for example, you can go to EPA.gov and find the Safe Drinking Water Information System. It's the Federal Reporting Services. And I looked up our state, which Lindsay and I are in South Carolina, and I found 10 chemicals listed. And I can't pronounce them all, but some stuck out to me that I could pronounce, like nitrate, chromium, chlorate, and chloroform. I don't want to be drinking that. And then I remember a lot of our listeners from New York, and they had the same chemicals in their water as us. And then I also looked up California because, I was just curious. Lindsay and I used to live in California for a bit, and California was even worse than us. They had arsenic and radium 228. And then I checked into Florida because that's my dream state to live in. And they had yucky contaminants such as arsenic, radium-228, and radium-226.
You're not allowed to live there. You can have a vacation home. You're not taking my niece and nephew away from me.
Anyways, I'm not saying all of this to scare you. I just want you to be aware and informed, and then just kind of make you curious so that you can do your own research and see for yourself. However, this was one of the big motivations that Lindsay and I were, doing. And we, as Lindsay mentioned, we have been doing seriously to research a water filter that would take the chemicals out of our tap water before we drink it so that we're not ingesting that stuff.
So important. And your skin, we drink a lot of water year round for what? Hydration. You hear a lot of people, oh, just drink water for your hydration. Well, guess what? It also helps to prevent acne, maintain your skin's elasticity, helps soften fine lines and wrinkles, flush out toxins, and keeps your skin looking fresh and hydrated. So you want good quality water and you want a lot of it. I've had clients though that they have had skin issues and it was because they had water issues.
Oh.
So like either too hard a water or, I remember this one client and she added a water filter. Her acne was drastically reduced. I will never forget that because we were trying to figure it out. And then we talked about her water. That's why sometimes you just want to go to an esthetician and say, which skincare products do I need to clear up my skin? And there's so much more detailed work that has to go. It is a science project. Every person is different. Every person has different things in their life. It's a lifestyle conversation. It's not just a skincare conversation with your esthetician, or hopefully by listening to this podcast, you'll gain information about that too. That it even came down to their water filter with their skin. There's just so much.
And good job for figuring that out.
Yeah. And it took us a while to figure it out, but then we did, and it drastically improved.
And that's why I like doing this podcast with you, Lindsay, because you are taking all of your 13 years of experience and all of your knowledge with all of these special cases, and you are sharing it with the listener so that somebody who's listening right now, they're having an acne problem and they've tried everything, and now they'll be like, let me put on a water filter on my shower.
Yeah.
Right?
You almost need like a checklist of, okay, have I done this? Have I done that? Have I done this? Let's look at, everything. So you could add a shower water filter as well as a bathroom sink water filter, because a lot of people overskip that. They're like, okay, well, I have it on my shower and that's not happening. But what about your bathroom sink? Because I know that you're not getting in the shower every single time you wash your face. I know that you're also washing your face at the sink. And then so you're just using that water too. So add a filter to your bathroom sink too if you're having those issues. Or I just recommend that in general as well.
That's a great idea. Now let's talk about the chemicals in your water. So the water is treated with chemicals, and this is important because it needs to kill the bugs, the bacteria, and all the yucky, harmful stuff. And the optimal time to add those chemicals is just prior to drinking the water. So the home's pipes, they literally turn into a breeding environment for the bug and the bacteria when the chemicals are completely removed from the entire house.
That's disgusting.
So that's why you need the chemicals in your water. You need them in your water.
Yeah.
However, what you really need is to filter your drinking water right before you drink it. Okay. So that's a difference, because if you don't, then all the metals from your home's pipings, those are also in your drinking water. And so I
can't imagine not having chemicals to kill all the nasty stuff that come in your water. Oh my gosh, you do want that.
Exactly. So that's where people are, you get a little bit confused, but you want the chemicals in the water. You just don't want to drink the chemicals in your water.
Right.
And a lot of people, including me, for a very long time, thought that reverse osmosis water was the best.
Yep.
And seriously, the only reason I did not buy a reverse osmosis water system was because the price was just astronomical. I mean, I couldn't get over it. And now that I've been doing some research
for a full house system.
Well, yeah. And if you're going to take the time to get a reverse osmosis water system, you're going to do it for the whole house. I mean, you're just going to do it. But I'm glad I didn't, because they're great filter systems. But here's the problem. they're too good of a filter system, meaning they remove the beneficial minerals from your water, and that includes calcium and magnesium. And then when you drink this kind of water, your body's going to leach the minerals from your body. So considering most of us are already deficient in magnesium, that's really not good, because you want to keep the calcium, the magnesium, and all those trace minerals in your water.
Do you want to become more confident in your appearance through daily practices? Like so many women, myself and Ashley have suffered through our battles with our aging skin. Oh my goodness. And all that comes with it. I'm 46 as of recording this, and Ashley is 48. So we were curious as to why so many other women bought so many skincare products and services, yet they were just not feeling good about their appearance. We listened, more and more women were feeling bad about themselves. So this led Ash and I to explore these thoughts deeper at a time when more and more women want to take care of their skin at home. I know I do. We began our anti-aging skincare blog and this podcast while continuing to operate as a spa owner, as a working esthetician. Until up to recently, Ashley and I wanted to make our unique skincare approach accessible to anyone who wanted to learn while keeping it affordable and inclusive. So it's so exciting. So what began as a dream over a decade with a small room and private clients turned into a locally respected spa with a team of dedicated estheticians. So for those who don't know, I just sold my spa just a few months ago, and now I am focused on this online skincare community with you guys. Ash and I are now turning this anti-aging skincare program into an online service that will help thousands of women all over the world called Lapri Beauty. You can find it at lindsayholder.com. So just an example, one of our members said, as a beginner with at-home skincare routines and someone who is used to going to a dermatologist or esthetician when I have a skin problem, I was doubtful about seeing results. However, Lapri Beauty has changed my approach, my skin health, and I am already seeing results in my skin. Lindsay and Ashley's philosophy has completely transformed my mindset around skincare. Oh my goodness, that just warms my skincare heart. Thank you so much. That is why we do this online skincare membership, to hear from our members just like that. Our skincare community provides a practical, easy approach to getting great skin and just, feeling good about it through our 3 core principles. 1, we are skin focused, which is the daily practice led by me, a licensed esthetician that builds skin health, which promotes elasticity, lessens your wrinkles, and renews your appearance in as little as 10 minutes a day. We have ingredient information, not overload, inside our online skincare community. This is skincare ingredients explained simply to reduce confusion and empower your product knowledge. We even have an exclusive product knowledge database for you to be a part of. And then we want to achieve confidence in your skin. So it's the practice of intertwining goals, small daily habits to take care of yourself and achieve overall happiness and self-love, which is so important. So join us today. We cannot wait to have you inside our community at lindsayholder.com and get access to specialized skincare videos for all skin types made by myself. They are instructed by me. My name is Lindsay. I'm a master esthetician with over 13 years of experience, and I will take you along with me with videos and along with weekly skincare ingredients explained simply to reduce confusion and expand your skin product knowledge. Again, sign up at lindsayholder.com. That's LINDSEYHOLDER.com, lindsayholder.com. It takes less than 30 seconds and then you're in. So fast, so easy. We cannot wait to have you a part of our skincare community. And myself, my name is Lindsay, and Ashley look forward to talking to you about your skincare journey and your needs inside the community. See you there, lindsayholder.com. Well, magnesium is really important. There's so many benefits. We've actually talked about magnesium in the past. We did a whole podcast of it. And I just wanted to give you a quick recap that magnesium is vital to every organ in the body, including the heartbeat, muscle response, and hormone production and balancing. Most of us are deficient in magnesium. I know I definitely was, and the reason is because our soils are depleted of magnesium because of industrial agriculture. I was very depleted in magnesium, so I actually take it every day as well. Reverse osmosis in homes as well as bottled water can remove 90% of the calcium and magnesium from the water you drink. So really keep that in mind. Get your next water filter system. Or if you still want to do that system, you're going to need to supplement at that point just to get that calcium, magnesium back into your system. When we were looking for a water purification system, we were looking for one that would filter out the chemicals from the water, but leave the minerals in. And like we've talked about earlier in this podcast, we needed something that was affordable. We understand that it's going to be still expensive, but we have been able to reduce it from the thousands to the hundreds. So that's what we mean. I still think it's expensive. We're not giving you a $49.99 filter system. It is several $100s, but I thought that it was, and Ashley did too, that, oh my gosh, we're drinking it. We're giving our kids. I even thought before we got this filter system, when I had to rinse off Ellison's pacifier, his little binky, I thought, I don't want to do it. Like, do I want to put it in my mouth instead? Before I gave it to him, isn't that crazy? Like every time I did that, I felt weird. Like I wanted him.
No, it's not crazy, because when you go and do the research and you see what's in your water, I started feeling guilty. Like, okay, I'm having my matcha latte with a side of chloroform.
Yeah.
I mean, you just, and that's the world we live in today. It's just, it is. So you've got to.
Then you're trying to make your nice, fresh basil and blueberry and strawberry and mint water. And then this actual water that you're like, I don't even want to drink this.
Right.
I know that you did too. I wanted something that's going to fit under the sink. I didn't want something that was just going to go on the counter. It's pain to refill.
We both tried the counter systems.
It's just not practical for our lifestyle.
It was annoying because you'd have to refill it. It hogs up space, and then you'd have to clean it. And and then the water flow is slower, and it just takes time because then you got to fill it. Then you got to wait for it to filter through.
It's not strong enough to remove all those harmful chemical. It's just not. So the one that we chose, it is a filter system, is called Atla, ATLA. We actually never heard of it before, but based on our research and what we found, and I'm just saying that I think this has taken us a year and a half to 2 years to find. So this has been a slow brew trying to figure it out. We just weren't satisfied until we found this brand, but it reaches our price point, is significantly lower compared to the other filtration models. So we bought one to try it out. We purchased it with our own money.
Yeah, we each purchased one.
We did get it. We each, full disclosure, we did get a discounted rate,
right?
Which we are excited that we can also share that discount with you as well, right? Isn't that right? Don't we have
No, there's no discount. We got the discount to try it.
Oh.
But I asked for a discount, and they're not doing a discount at this time. Yeah.
Oh, we asked for one. Okay.
Yeah, we asked for one. They said not at this time, maybe. But you know what I will say with the company?
Ashley purchased it for us, so I don't know.
I will say with the company, what I have noticed is that they offer specials. So they'll offer $100 off. Right now, they're like buy one Atlas system and get one 50% off. So they are always running specials. So that's the good thing.
Oh, you could easily go in with somebody and then y'all both split that discount.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you can go in with your parents or your sibling or a neighbor or whoever you want. I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, we like the Atla water system because it keeps all the magnesium and the trace minerals in the water, unlike the reverse osmosis water systems.
Okay. So what it does, it has 4 filters that your tap water goes through. And by the way, it hooks up to your cold water tap side. So it hooks up to one side. And if you're handy or have someone who is handy in your household, it'll take about 30 to 45 minutes to install. It fits under the sink. And here's what I like. It lasts for a full year. And then after that, you just buy a replacement filter. I also like that if you live in an apartment, condo, or if you sell your home, you can take the water filter with you.
Ooh.
That was another thing that was holding me back from doing the whole reverse osmosis system in my house. I was like, well, dang, if I'm putting this close to $10,000 system in my house and I'm, decide I'm not going to live here, that's a big investment that some people wouldn't even, what?
Can I ask you a question? You said there was a tip. Well, no, wait. I asked you before, like after you installed it, I was like, how easy, because you installed it in like 10 seconds after the box came. I said, are there any, and I just can't remember the tip that you said.
There was no tip. You just have to install it. And I think that
there was one thing that you learned though. I thought that you said that it took about 30 minutes, but there was one thing that you learned, or no?
No.
Okay.
Anyways, the filters I'm sorry. And my husband did it. I'll tell you what my tip is. I left my husband alone. That's my big fat tip, because whenever we install anything in the house, there's some words, and stuff. So that's my tip.
Maybe some hand gestures.
Leave that handy person alone. Anywho, the filters are a 5 micron coconut carbon black, a KDF 55, Fluorogon, and a 0.5 micron coconut carbon black. Now, of course, you don't have to,
because we know what all that is.
Exactly. I'm just saying it to be professional, but I put the link to the Atla water system in the show notes so that you can click on the link and read about each of the filters and what they do in detail. I thought that was pretty amazing, and it tells you what it actually filters out. So it was pretty cool.
I think coconut carbon sounds cute though.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? I think it sounds cute.
Yeah. You know what? I'm frustrated. I'm in a serious mode, and I'm like talking about the water filters, and you are in.
God, I can't even interrupt you.
I know. And you're in this is a cute name stuff. And I'm like, look, I'm trying to get the chemicals out of the water.
Yeah.
It's just so funny.
This is where she always comes back to her teacher mode. She's doing her presentation, and I'm like, lighten up. I guess I'm the class clown, and I'm like,
I can't.
It used to be reversed, but I can't even tell you, hey, put your loose tea in this cute tea glass because it's off,
No, you know what?
Who would you rather go to dinner with?
No, you know what it is? When I get really passionate about something and I'm like, did a lot of research and I'm super passionate and super excited. I'm like, this is serious focus time. This is not give me a teddy bear time.
People will get the information that they will get, but my gosh, give them some joy too. Otherwise, it's just, hey, go to our site and here's your PowerPoint presentation. I mean, here's your Canva presentation, since they don't even do PowerPoints anymore. Your Google Doc.
Am I being too intense?
Anyway, whatever. Anyway, Ashley, I need our shirt that says blah, 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 whatever. Because that's what you always say. And that's what I need right now. Whatever.
Yeah. And I'm like this. It's not whatever. It's water filter with a 4 filter system.
Gosh. Now we need like a fun water shirt. That would like something with our water. Filtered water only. Is that cute?
That's not fun.
That's not fun.
We got to think about that.
We'll have to think about that.
Why don't we call it coconut carbon black? Because that's cute.
You know what? I would wear that shirt and people would say, whoa, no. I would wear that shirt and people would say, who is that?
Yeah, right. By the way, how's my headband feeling? Because I see you wearing it.
Hey, you're wearing one too. Jinx.
I am. And guess what I'm wearing? I'm going to point that Lindsay doesn't know this. Look at what I'm wearing. Oh, that freshly washed shirt of yours that I borrowed. I did that on purpose today.
If you missed our podcast episode last week, I admitted that I borrowed Ashley's headband, and then she, in return, admitted that she borrowed my pink shirt. So basically, when nobody's around, when we go to each other's houses, we sneak off into each other's rooms, and we stuff whatever in our bags.
Yeah.
And so apparently we both need to do a bag search before we leave each other's houses.
And you know what? We do it because when you were over at my house, I was watching Ellison and then and the kids. And so you're like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom real quick. And I do the same thing whenever, because the other sister can't get away because now we got like 3 kids around. So you're like, what you doing?
We're doing something wrong. We're not being too stealth about it because we're actually wearing in plain view what we took. And we don't care. We're like,
because we're like, this looks good. Okay, I look good. I'm wearing it.
What are you going to do? Come through here. You can't get over here. You're too busy with your kids.
That's right. So we'll just taunt each other, especially when we're doing the podcast. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're totally 16.
Yeah, I know. I am 16 going on 46 and 50, just like
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
That's
oh
so
gosh.
cute.
That should be on our shirts.
Oh, that is cute. I am 16 going on.
50.
Yeah, that's actually super freaking cute. I want that t-shirt.
Ashley did most of this research, but we're curious about the inventors of the products, like what inspired them, how they came up with their idea. So I thought it was very interesting to learn that the founder of Atler is a mechanical.
Atla.
Did I say Atler? Atler. Listen, we're from the South. It comes out. I bet our listeners, we have listeners all over the world, but I bet ones in other countries are like,
oh my word.
What are y'all talking about?
They speak funny.
Yeah. The founders of Atla is a mechanical engineer with a physics background. Oh, I love hearing stuff like this. Now this makes sense. So don't interrupt me, Ashley. This is my moment. He liked how water from mountain streams tasted lighter and vibrant. So he wanted to invent a system that would do this. He has been doing this since 2006, and his goal was to create the perfect tap water. Well, he has done it because we agree that he did just that. It is delicious and it feels soft on your tongue. That's how to explain it. It doesn't have a smell like the tap water did before we installed it. The flow is fast. It's not like that drippy, slow flow that you usually get. There's not a difference in your flow after you install it underneath the sink system. So that was another plus. It's not taking up counter space. That's a huge plus for me just because I have all these other contraptions on my counter. So if you buy one, let us know how you like the water. We're not trying to do a podcast ad here. We're just letting you know about water and the filter that we like. Get whatever filter you would like. We want you to be informed and that you feel good about drinking your water. And especially if you have some skin conditions or internal conditions, definitely try a filter out. See if that makes a difference in your lifestyle and the way you feel and how your skin looks and feels. We just want to make sure that you are just having the best wellness life that you can. We would love, tell us about it. If you can connect with us, we have our Lapre Beauty community. By the way, Lapre stands for lasting, present day, and everyday beauty. I just love that. That's our beauty community at lindsayholder.com. We love hearing from you. Come join us in the membership. I'm an esthetician. I've had 13 years of experience of owning my own spa. I've had teams of estheticians underneath me. So I love skincare questions. We want to hear from you.
I want to go back to the water system. I did think it was really cool that he came up with a vortex system because in nature with spring water, it's like it's flowing and it resting. And so that's how he was able to reproduce it with the system. And that's why it tastes so good and it's soft and all of that stuff. And I will tell you, it was pretty cool because even my kids noticed the taste.
Ooh.
My daughter Penelope, she was like, "Ooh, mommy, this water tastes good." And I was like, oh, wow, you can taste the difference. So I just want to say I'm beyond impressed with this water system. I can literally vouch it's the best tasting water I have had in my house. And I am so happy that this man invented this product. And I'm just really proud of Lindsay and myself for finding this water system. And I'm just really proud of us for sharing it with you. I'm just so thankful. Like
it took a long time.
I've just been looking for so long, and it's just nice that, oh, good. My search is over. I'm done. I've got it. Boom. And I just feel good about it. So I hope you enjoyed it. And like Lindsay said, do what you want with your filtered water system. These are some resources I found. I hope it helps you and encourages you to, find a system that works for you. And
if you want more information, Ashley's is going on and on. If you want information, we have a dedicated page to Atla on our website with more information. I'm a person that's like, okay, I've heard this. That's great, but I need a visual. I want to hear more information. Even though I just heard it, I want to hear it again and I want to see it again. So we did that for you. If you go to lindsayholder.com, just go to the shop section, and under that, you'll see an Atla page, and it'll give you pictures and information to learn about, more about it. And again, get whatever filter system that you want. We just wanted to share with you what our opinion was. So then we've done the research for you. That's why we created this podcast. We both felt like we just couldn't find the research done for you. And so that's what we wanted to do. Oh, speaking of that, and I'll leave with this. We have inside our Lepre Beauty community, we have a really cool exclusive knowledge-based spreadsheet where we have done all the research for you. So each week we put a dedicated product that we have extensively researched, including, get this, I never had this done before, every single ingredient, every single one, the entire, you'll see 15 flipping ingredients on the back. We go through every single one of those ingredients as she's literally putting sunscreen on.
I got to go pick up my kids from camp.
I know. I've got like 2 minutes. I'm probably running over. And then we let you know if it makes the spreadsheet, we put it in there and let you know, hey.
It's exhausting, by the way, putting in all that information.
It is exhausting. I'm so glad that's your task.
I do. And whenever I'm in there, I'm always looking to see, is somebody else in here? Is somebody else in here with me? Cause I'm in here. Hello.
Yeah. Hello, crickets. The reason why she said that is because you can literally see us working in there. It's just Ash and I, and we have a very small team. It's really cool. When do you ever get to see the people that you join their community physically and they're working? I just think that's kind of cool. It's like a live, you're seeing a live working esthetician and educator working inside behind the scenes. So join us, lindsayholder.com, takes 30 seconds, put your name and email in, and then you will get a personalized message from us. And it is from us that says, welcome. And what skincare question do you have? Because then we add it to our member spreadsheet. So then we can add it to the podcast and you can see all the other questions from other members that they've had. So join us today. All right. Wait till next week so you can know what our healthy swap of the week is for next week. I've already got it ready. I'm already excited to share with you. We are going to we're going to make healthy swaps all through the end of this year. Why are you laughing?
Because is that what one of the politicians said? We're going to change America, or somebody said that, and it just sounded like that's where you were going, like with a big statement. We're going to change and have healthy swaps every week.
Well, because I kind of thought change is like we're all made a certain way. Change is a hard thing to do. So how about swap? I just thought that sounded better.
I like that too. Healthy swaps. And sometimes people are going to be like this. I don't want to do that.
Yeah. I am not doing that.
I'm sticking with my sleepy time tea, Ash Bear. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to drink those microplastics and like it.
That's right.
And I'm going to drink it with my dirty water and nothing you can do about it.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, I'll leave you on this note. Happy week and clean, delicious water cheers. Until next time, we'll see you next week. Bye. Actually, say bye.
Oh, bye.